Dear children, last day I taught you lessons 6 in civics, marginalization and social justice. In this lesson, I also taught you untouchability. Today, I will teach you manual scavenging and law concerned with manual scavenging and social inequality and economic status. Look at the page number 226, manual scavenging. The practice of carrying human excreta in basket on their heads by sweeper is known as manual scavenging. This practice continued for centuries in the country until the flush system was evolved. Such a practice was undoubtedly shameful. Therefore, activists of the human rights bodies condemned this practice and declared manual scavenging as negation of the Dalit dignity and rights. They also condemned manual scavenging as a verse from the negating human rights of the Dalit who were forced to live in abject conditions. The law concerted with manual scavenging. The government passed a law prohibiting manual scavenging, the employment of manual scavenger or dry latrine Provision Act 1993 punishes as the employment of the scavenger or the construction of dry latrine with the imprisonment for up to 1 year or a fine rupees 2,000. Offenders are also liable to prosecution under the Scheduled Caste and Scheduled Caste Tribe Prevention of Atrocities Act 1989. The employment of manual scavengers. The employment of manual scavenger, however, still continues. A report admits that the progress in this matter is not satisfactory. A major reason for this is the inadequate attention paid by the state government and concerned agency. The human rights activities suggest that the government of India should press all the states to strictly implement the law concerned with the manual scavenger and prosecute the erring official. The government should ensure that all manual scavengers are rehabilitated. Now, social inequality and economic status. People who belong to the deprived section of the society have faced both social and economic discrimination. For example, persons of the scheduled caste and scheduled caste tribe were forced to follow hereditary occupation and had no access to education. Hence, it was difficult for them to break free from the vicious cycle of poverty. Wealth remained concentrated in the hands of a few upper caste people. They took full advantage of it and exploited the lower caste people. After independence, numerous efforts were made for the upliftment of the scheduled caste and scheduled caste tribe through reservation and concession. Reservation. Our constitution has made special provision for the welfare of the deprived section of the society. A certain percentage of seats kept exclusively by the government in the various government job and educational institutions for scheduled caste and scheduled caste tribe and OBC is called reservation. In 1953, the Kalikar Commission classified 2,399 castes in India as backward. The Mandal Commission was set up in 1979 under the chairmanship of B.P. Mandal to examine the issue of reservation and quota for the upliftment of the backward classes other than the scheduled caste and scheduled caste tribe. The Commission recommended 27% reservation for the OBC. On the 19th January 2019, the Indian Parliament passed the Constitution 124th Amendment Bill which seeks to ensure a 10% quota government job and education for economically weaker section EWS of the general category. Now, quick recap. The scheduled caste and scheduled caste tribe, other backward class and minorities comprise the minorities. The scheduled caste population comprises 16.2% of the country's total population. Scheduled caste tribe population comprises 8.2% of the country's population. Other backward classes have been given 27% reservation each of people following the particular section in a region in less number are called minorities. In 2011, they accounted for nearly 20% population of the country. There exist several constitutional provisions for safeguarding the interests of the SC, STs and OBCs, and these provisions are being implemented by the union and state government. The interests of the minorities are also being safeguarded by law. Untouchability has been the practice since many centuries. There are various forms of the untouchability. Social reformer, particularly Jyotiba Phule, Mahatma Gandhi, Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar have untriggeringly worked for the upliftment of the marginalized. Manual scavenging is a shameful practice which denies the dignity and right of the community. Manual scavenging has been banned by the law, but it requires more concerted effort by the government to abolish the practice completely. Now, next day, thanks.